Hi, I'm Bill Osmolsky with the McIver Institute. When you opened up your property tax bill this year, chances are it went up a lot. You're not alone. The average property tax bill in Wisconsin this past year went up 4.5%. Now obviously if you or your neighbors voted for a school referendum, you know why the school district portion went up. But that doesn't explain why the city and county portions went up too. Well, this is the perfect time to learn why property taxes are always going up in Wisconsin and why there's no end in sight. Now, first of all, your local government can't just raise taxes as high as it would like. State government has limits in place called levy limits or levy caps to try to keep a lid on how much you pay in local property taxes. Those limits can only go up for specific reasons. New construction is the biggest reason why local governments get to raise taxes. Whenever there's new construction, the levy limit goes up, which allows local governments to collect more in property taxes. Now, ordinarily that's not a problem, because it also means there are more people paying property taxes. So in theory, even though there's new construction and local governments are collecting more in property taxes, your property tax bill should stay about the same. In theory. As you could probably guess, there are plenty of loopholes in this system causing your property tax bill to go up. TIF districts are some of the biggest cheaters in this system. Every time there's new construction in a TIF district, the tax levy goes up. But those new developments don't pay property taxes to the levy. The TIF district keeps those property taxes for itself. That means everyone else in the city and in the county has to pay higher property taxes to make up the difference. But that's not the only reason why your property taxes keep going up. So at this point, you might be wondering, how does your local assessor keep track of all the new construction in your community? It's really simple. He or she just gets all the building permits from City Hall and adds them up. So every time someone takes out a permit to say, replace the roof, get a new furnace, remodel their basement, you name it, that all raises the levy limit. Guess what? Government building projects take out permits too, which again causes the levy limit to go up. But government buildings don't pay property taxes. They're tax exempt. That leaves everyone else in the city and the county to make up the difference through higher property tax bills. The same thing happens whenever a new school is built. The building permits for the school cause the city and the county levy limits to go up. But schools don't pay property taxes. They're also tax exempt. That leaves everyone else paying higher taxes to the city and the county to make up the difference. And that's in addition to the higher taxes you're paying in the school district for the referendum to get the school built in the first place. Speaking of referendums, a local government almost never needs to hold a referendum to borrow money. And it almost always borrows money to fund its construction projects. You don't realize it, but your local government is collecting extra property taxes from you to pay back those loans. It's called a debt levy. And the reason why you don't notice it is because it's not listed separately on your property tax bill. It's combined with your regular property taxes for billing purposes. And so, we have 5 main culprits on why your property tax bill goes up every year. School referendums, new construction in TIF districts, debt levies, tax-exempt properties raising the levy caps, and improvement projects. We didn't even get into how your local tech college also gets to collect property taxes from you without any elected representation. Now, here's the really disappointing and surprising news for taxpayers. Every year, the state of Wisconsin considers new loopholes and refinements to the property tax law that leads to even higher property tax bills. Now, we'll tell you all about them at the McIver Institute, but after that, it's up to you. For the McIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.